new episode of Ego Free, the Unbiased Podcast. Today we got my man
AMADAYE Apostle in the building, man. Salute, man. Peace and king, we out there.
So we got AMADAYE Apostle right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a special guest right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't play instruments. What you known for?
I mean, I used to play instruments back in the day, right? But now I'm just I'm an MC / activist, man. Community organizer, nation builder. Legacy builder, and go on, right? But at the end of the day, man, I'm just your brother, AMADAYE Apostle.
Right. So, what you think about the current state of hip hop, like right now? Like hip hop.
Right. I mean, it depends on. I think you tune into the frequency that you on, right? That you exist on, right? Like I can speak to the wider state, but I'm not too wrapped up in that, right? Concerned with that. But I know right now it's a lot of which ways, man. Because I think it's commercialism over culture. Right, and it's about that dollar, and it's about to get on the other plane. It's about corporations that don't mean us no justice, using us and selling our culture back to us, and we don't own it, so we don't control it, nowadays, right? But that's on another level. But on my plane, man, I see people amongst us putting the word out there, and activating with our kind, man. And it's time for light to attract light. For us to work well, they say vibe with your tribe. It's time to vibe with your tribe and not be concerned with what's going on outside of that. To be honest with you, because that's the thing. A lot of times we chase the glamour and glitz, and you could probably be substantial with 1,000 true fans. You know what I'm saying? With 5,000 people. We even start off small, just by having them dedicated. Going to your website, not go operating off the strings. Creating that economy, but that will take some sort of unity from the artists. And I know in the current state in Baltimore, I would say it's better than it used to be, but it still can be better. And that's something that I feel like, that's in my core. So that's something I work towards. I know that was kind of, a wide range, but
that's what's up, man. I mean, we here to educate the people. You know what I mean? And anybody else, it's more just entertainment. You know what I mean? We gotta drop those jewels. Because we got the ones that's, like you say, EOTO. Shout out to my man Peoples, Karma, EOTO, each one teach one, you know what
Absolutely,
I mean?
Absolutely, man.
But I feel you on that, you know what I mean? Especially like when it comes to like growing your own, just building your own, like having your own homesteads and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's the whole economy, like with music, with everything, you got your people's keeping it in the family, you got the in-house studios, you got the in-house bands, you got the in-house caterers, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole machine is just in-house, you know what I mean? So
that's the thing, that's when you like creating your own industry.
Yeah.
And that's even something that we in the play of making, man. Like, we trying to do the Boom Bap Coalition, man. And connecting the artists with the different artists, the DJs, the promoters, everybody that got a part to do with building the culture, become guardians of the culture and create something that we can protect, that we can own, but that we can also develop within and develop other people and talent and nurture that, as opposed to just giving it away and then buying it back at a double the cost, what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, they don't do that in the streets, so how we translate that in the industry?
Yeah, we try and flip that joint.
Right.
Yeah, word up, double up.
Right.
What's about what's this urban healer? What's about
urban healers, man? It's a network and it's a community, right? Both in the seedling stage, right? But it been something in my vision for a long time, and it's time to really put it into the works. Urban healers, we do wealth, health, knowledge, and self, right? Teaching them to the babies, but also using hip hop as a vehicle to deliver the message. And really trying to develop into a culture, what I'm saying? Something that can be duplicatable to the point where, a lot of times, our people's not connected to crypto, not connected to investing, businesses, ownership, controlling our 24, controlling our food, access to the black farmers and the butchers. So you ain't got to go to the supermarket. So it can get a little wide, right? But it's starting, just to get the information in bite-sized pieces, to the people, something that's digestible, and just to build a community around that.
No doubt.
For the most part.
Did you connect with Mark Math about the he a part of that, the Urban Hills?
Well, we ain't connect on that right now.
He as far as the Wall Street and all that.
Oh yeah, no, we always we be doing the
that.
Texas and all that, right? But I haven't necessarily talked to him about the community piece.
No doubt.
But I mean, him being my brother though, he already there. You know what I mean? Because that's my brother, man. We got a whole project in the make that's coming out this year too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's like right after this project come out that I'm working on now. Me and him already lined up, man. Me and him got a nice joint with Raheem Devine. That's on Spotify, stacking it up right now.
Word.
So yeah, like I said, that's the brother right there.
Word. So what's some outlets they can see you on? Where can they find some of your music so they can get some of that good music in their life?
Yes sir. I mean, right now it's still growing right now. First and foremost, I'm gonna send you to the website, right? And that's still something I'm developing, but it's live. www.AMADAYE.com. You know what I'm saying? That's AMADAYE, theapostle.com, right? And that you can get a lot of music for free. You just gotta sign up, throw your email in.
No doubt.
Join that tribe right there. And the Mona Lisa project is what I'm working on right now.
Word.
That'll be out very soon on there as well. So, tap in with that. But also wherever you listen to music at, you type in AMADAYE the Apostle, something that I worked on is going to pop up. I'm on YouTube and every other streaming site as well.
Word.
But that's with like older material and stuff like that. Like this is like my latest stuff right here. Word. And really my first official project, to be honest with you.
No doubt.
So that right there is a milestone in itself for what we doing, what we putting out.
Word. So like as far as here, you've been here, but what other cities have you been conquering and stuff?
I mean, I haven't really done a whole lot, right? But I used to, like North Carolina, that's like the second home.
Word.
Back in the day, man, we used to go to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach and all that with the boxes of CDs. This back in the day when we pop, in the truck, right.
Street team shit.
We had bike, we had all them little situations like that, Ocean City, things like that. I mean, New York. I mean, we've been around Trenton and, stuff like that, right? But, I mean, those is some of the past works. Like right now, I'm just, like I said, this all new territory right here with a new product, and like I said, right now, we gonna be everywhere, hood near you. Right now, I'm like I said, same thing. I'm about to get the work up, and I'm trying to tap in with and put the physical with the digital. Meet people, take them to my spot online. Meet people online, and I might meet them in the streets if there's enough support there.
No doubt. Another thing for real, like we could get you. You could reach out to me, reach out to my peoples. We can get you a couple things jumping off on the internet as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as marketing and media goes, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's important.
Word up.
That's important.
Because that's one of the things we specialize in, advertising, marketing, you know what I mean? Giving you that good internet presence, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, just reach out to us for that.
Nah, absolutely, man. I definitely tap in with that. And that's the main thing right now I'm trying to do, design that marketing plan. See, I can crack the code, the logarithm, or whatever the case may be, right? And, and tap into the overseas market and different things like that, man. But that's the thing, I'm a student of the game, man. I like once I get locked in, I'm locked in. So that's the thing, and trying to figure out how to move beyond what we do, no drop a CD on my album, my all streaming something. Nah, we not doing that. We got to expand it and bigger to the point, like I said, we should be making, like I said, I'm an investor, right? So everything I do is an investment, even the time investment. So after a certain point of time, we got to figure out a way to get a return on your investment, where this is a viable stream of income.
No doubt. So like as far as apparel or merch, you working on any merch?
Absolutely. Working on a legacy brand. The legacy shirts, you know what I mean? We about teaching the babies and all that. I got a sweater with the babies on it, and You know, I got some merch on, and that's all on the AMADAYE.apostle.com. We got the merch coming soon too. You know, I got different things. I got the Mona Lisa situation with the masterpiece on there. You know, and just like I said, just starting with that too though. That's a new venture. But yeah, nah, we doing that as well.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
So another thing that all the people in the whole city, they want to know, as far as like Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, how you be current with that?
Yeah, no, that's AMADAYE Apostle on everywhere except for Facebook. You got Ramsey Muhammad.
No doubt.
You know, on Facebook, and I put a lot of the material out there, the music, dropping jewels. You know, I'm out there, I'm trying to collaborate. I see somebody that's on the same frequency. You know, I'm connecting and showing love, because it ain't just about me as an individual.
Oh yeah, check this joint out.
This one for the black babies.
Black babies.
You the building blocks of our future. Without you is no legacy. Proper development of families, the basis of community development. Knowledge of self, generational health, creates infinite wealth. This the Black Daddy anthem. We need the queens too, but it's time we resurrect the father figures. You see a kingdom forming amongst a people they seen as dormant. Seas of misfortune deemed unimportant. Change the coordinates, since the soil where God anoints. Teach the seeds things they born with. Dream enormous, that's birthrights. Sovereign and earth rights. The day you find your purpose, I tell you that's love at first sight. I passed that on the polygraph. That's a goal you can't block with a hockey mask. Diversify, take your shot like a shoddy blast. Don't sit by and let life pass. We myth breakers, paradigm shift creators. See the world is ran by risk takers. Think swift, move major. See daddy eyes on the paper, but later you'll do things that's greater. The next chapter of our saga. When times get hard, we go harder. In honor of the memory of Paula. Control your health before you learn how to grow your wealth. Take initiative to build your own businesses and make investments you can live off the dividends. Time to learn what compounding interest is. This may sound boring, but this make life interesting. You can do what you want if you envision it. This'll put you in position if you listen, and the mission is live, fulfill your destiny. Make your mark so your mommy up in heaven see. Plant seeds that'll continue the legacy. This for the babies in our family I never see. When I rest in peace, just make a sculpture of your father right next to your mother on the altar. Inscribe with our mantra. When times get hard, we go harder in honor of the memory of Paula.
Yeah, let's pause for her. My honesty just might alarm you, but daddy ain't really do it how daddy shoulda did it. Had to learn my daddy wasn't perfect. He missed some visits in that time. I ran 105 from line of scrimmage. Can't explain how being absent changed the feeling of scoring and being applauded. I harness the vengeance so cold but resent like you garbage. Why you never come see me when I was calling? When I was all lost in the jungle, stumbling, falling. So when I had my seeds, I IV'd and watered and made sure my baby boys never felt what you gave me all. So I thought 80 proof and some more. Do as I say, not as I do. That was my fault. Apple never falls far from the root. So hey, take my aches and my mistakes and make a parachute. So when you jump, you won't worry about the valley below. And you break every cycle that me and my daddy sown. Now go hard.
You are my light, enlightened by God, filled with the Spirit, shining so bright. Here in this life, you'll open some eyes, here to carry the legacy.
Nigga, live and direct, RegE.ruckuS, we talking ego free. The Unbiased podcast. When me and my nigga Krills get the motherfucking together, nigga, we covering everything. The real shit and who the fuck is getting killed shit. Who's getting this motherfucking squill shit. Hey, yo, check us out. Episode coming soon. It's your man RegE.ruckuS. Fuck on my face, nigga.
What's up with the Day of Reckoning?
The Day of Reckoning, that's the
Day of Reckoning.
that's the it's the album release party February 2nd. Me and Sister D, we teamed up, so it's like the dual album release / celebration. We started we wanted to put forth something that'd be a good milestone, not only for ourselves but for the city as well. So we want to tap into a lot of the talent, the dope artists that's out here. So we put, I like to say we put the Batman symbol in the air. Called out the Super Friends. And then we doubled down and we reached out to Cali, and reached out to the brother Planet Asia. To bring him down. He got some connections here. He actually worked with some artists that's performing that night. So we feel like, man, let's do something good for the city. To put on some classic hip hop for those that love classic hip hop like we love it. And hopefully continue to keep, create some kind of energy here.
No doubt.
And that's pretty much what that's about, man. The Day of Reckoning, And also, it's not like that for ourselves, because like we jumping out. This is her first project. This is my first project as well. So it's like, the day, of reckoning not only for ourselves internally, but for other people to recognize what we do.
No doubt. So like, what you think about the whole hip hop movement in Baltimore? Like, it's a real, it's a real economy.
Yeah, nah, absolutely.
Like, hip hop, like you said, the boom bap nation.
Yeah, I see it moving in a lot of different ways, man. Where I see people coming together. Like I said, that's something we trying to usher in as well. There's some division there, but I don't like to shed a lot of light on that. But it is that, and so, to some degree that'll be constant. But we trying to move around that, move above that. And I think right now is a real good time, man. Just because cats are trying to be more independent as opposed to back in the day, everybody was trying to get signed.
Word.
Everybody, but it's still, you gotta learn the game. I think marketing and promoting is a big thing that we look over. Like I said, we'd drop our CD and be like, yeah, my joint dropping on Friday. And that be the extent of it, right? And I'm like, man,
we need more CDs. We need to bring CDs back. We need records back, tapes, CDs. We need everything, streams. We need it in full. We need
promotion,
the whole,
on top of having that, like, push it out there, man. Think about how the products that you get and love and buy get before you at Pepsi and Coca-Cola and the movies and everything, man. They, they putting a lot of marketing dollars behind that. And if you believe in your product, you should be doing the same thing. Trying to connect with some organizations like how the brother said, like, I'm gonna tap in with you, man, and tap in with people and companies that's doing that and saying, like, that's the way you get in front of the people that don't necessarily know who you are and bringing that awareness, man. I remember reading something on Red Bull, right? I always look at different companies and stuff and see what their core values are and how they move, right? And I remember they had something, I believe, called ADA, and it was like awareness. Get the awareness first. Then the I, the interest, get the interest. Then D, create some kind of desire for the product. You know what I'm saying? So, and that A is that I guess that action of purchase.
Word.
But it's like that. We don't got no steps, no programs, no. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we as totality, because I'm pretty sure some brothers out there working the plan. But that's the thing, developing a plan and finding out what your niche is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you think, like, at the end of the day, the merch tip, like, that's a whole nother wave, so people can get, like, a way of building the economy and stuff like that.
to build your brand up. And I think that's the thing, developing the brand. You know, the merch is important. You know, even, I mean, content, that's important. You know, whether you connect with content creators such as yourself, or you become one on your own, develop your own YouTube, and as you drop a song, maybe you drop some jewels on that song and talk about the song and create some energy behind each song you got. Maybe shoot a video for every song you got, even if it's just a short or, you know, a little reel or something, but putting something out, developing a story. Because I mean, not only are they buying your music, but they also purchasing you, you know, and what you ultimately putting out there on the world, whether you recognize it or not. You know, that's what they tying into.
No doubt. Hey, yo, you think there's a difference between ghosts and UFOs, like the extraterrestrial realm? Like, you think it's a difference in between those?
I think it's just a lack of understanding of how we apply it, right? I think both can be real to a certain degree, but you know, I'm a for understanding and knowing of the divinity within ourselves, right? And not only that, you know, I know even the hoax with the UFO thing, where they try to make it look like an alien situation, but you know, it's more than a phenomenon from on Earth than anything else. You know, we hear about Shambhala, you know, that's the underground holy cities and things of that nature, and I believe there's things here that we don't understand even more than we, you know, trying to understand space. But you know, they say it's dimensions in the sea and things that they haven't even gravitated to yet, or you know, been able to look into. So under the core surface, I believe there's certain things here, and I believe, you know, me, my foundation is the Nation of Islam, right? So you know, we even connect them to being some of the holy men that they talk about. You know, you know, to give, not to get too deep into it, but to give a proper explanation. Instead of for his notes, so we don't call it UFOs. It's an IFO, identified flying object. You know, because that's something that could be explained, and you know, and to go back into it. Matter of fact, let's get into it a little bit. I guess you know,
speak about it.
The first person that mentioned anything about a flying thing in the sky was the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Right.
Before the government spoke on that, before anybody spoke on it, it was him, and that's documented, right? But not only he explained it, he explained who was the drivers of these flying objects and the purpose for them to be in the sky. You know, and when they became aware of it, you know, that they speak on it, they tried to put out propaganda, like the movies, the Independence Day and all of that, to make it seem like, you know, it's something coming from extraterrestrials.
Yeah, trying to scare
even though they are extraterrestrials, extra beings, extra meaning different from, you know, what we see in our, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's definitely not what they put out there. What they put out there is misinformation, so that it can have us thinking of something else that it isn't.
Right. So basically, in a nutshell, these is really beings from the holy textures. You know what I mean? But they make it seem like it's some beings from other planets, like it's some basically like propaganda. Basically.
And then that's when they, you know, and sometimes they may even put their own things. They create things where they try to duplicate that technology, even though that's something that they can't grasp. Just like they can't grasp the design of the pyramids and things of that. It shows that it's another information, it's new technology out there, and it's something that they don't have power over. But instead of for them saying that to the people, they gotta, you know, like I say, put out the other information and everything. So that's how,
like it's like, oh, we got it. Don't worry about it. We know we got it. You guys just go to work.
Right, absolutely. Because they can't have the people in a state of chaos, right? So unless it's some chaos that they created, so that they can put the order that they want to put.
No doubt.
You know, that's why even that's what they'll do. You know, with that stuff that's been read about in certain books. You know, not sure if the people are familiar with the Behold of a Pale Horse and things of that nature, but that was some. You know, he was dropping a lot of stuff and actually got, you know, from my understanding, murdered from that information. Putting that out there, but he spoke about it as well, talking about the crabs coming from the sea, and I'm saying it being a part of naval intelligence and things of that nature. So but he you know, that was something that he had to keep secret, at least while he was working there. But
when I was little, when I was like a real little kid, I used to think that when it was raining, it was from UFOs leaving out the sea, like going back to the sky.
Right.
I was thinking like,
Yeah.
maybe that was like, and then when they told me like how the earth be spinning, I was thinking like maybe they left out the sea like last night, so we could rain the day. You feel me? Because the earth spin.
Right, and that's a wild imagination.
crazy.
But even the fact that
That's when I was a young buck though.
That's still
yeah.
extensive though.
I always ain't believe snow or ain't believe rain or ain't
Right.
believe that's called a tree. Like I'm thinking like, cause maybe God or maybe nature call it something else.
Well, yeah.
We calling them plants and trees and flowers. Maybe they is pertaining to something else and called something else. You know what I'm saying? And then when they came out with that movie Avatar, that shit kind of like, it was like deja vu almost, cause it was like, yo, I knew that. Like it was like, yo, I knew that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I knew that. And then when they came out with part 2, it was like,
Right.
I felt them more on that. You know what I mean? But I feel like the way that they be depicting shit on Avatar, that movie, I feel like Earth kind of was like that, or it is like that. You know what
Right.
I mean?
I think it's hitting jewels in there too, where they talk about us. You know what I mean? And a lot of movies, if you look into it, you know they're gonna drop a little jewel in there, and I look at that. That's how they attacked even the motherland, right?
Word, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How they came in there, how they viewed the people that honored nature, and since they didn't honor nature, you know what I'm saying? They didn't understand it.
Yeah.
You know, and they came in there and just wanted to desecrate the land and get the resources, right?
No doubt.
Sound familiar, correct?
Word.
You know, and the same thing, you know, they came to the land to get the resources. I mean, they still, we were talking about that earlier, how, you know, the motherland is not owned, you know, by the people that stand on it, you know, and, you know,
Word.
and that's the thing, you know, a lot of times we give up our resources and things of that nature.
No doubt.
Yeah.
We're going to check y'all back in 5 seconds. Check this one out. You really like it.
Take a look around you. The world is getting crazier. It's global wars. Be aware of your surroundings. Nothing's what it seems. Just keep your third eye open and protect your seas. Come on.
World's gone crazy. Crazy. World's gone crazy. Crazy. World's gone crazy. World's gone crazy.
Yo, the streets is gothic like the dark age, in the need for knowledge. Corners filled with teens that sip lean and fiend for power. So they slave and they sling for hours. And this thing of ours, the almighty king is the dollars. Did nobody learn the economics? Yeah, we need more options, resources, and deeper logic. To be more honest, I see more death upon us. That's why I talk like a prophet, speaking in Ebonics. Deep in the science and war with secret alliance. They say the fluoride in the water keep us compliant. I say we in a quiet war and they creeping in silence. Lost in the corporate world and you sleeping with tyrants. It's all cryptic, only if you will understand it. The noble mystic, try to pitch it underhanded. I hope you get it and rise from the sickness before it spread out like a plague across the planet.
World's gone crazy. Crazy. World's gone crazy. Crazy. World's gone crazy. World's gone crazy.
The whole world's filled in iniquity. Ancient antiquities cloaked in mad mysteries. Even the medical field feel like the den of thieves. So many beautiful lies that end in disease. Lives shattered, wise battered. It's a very thin line between civilized and savage. Shots get scattered at night, it don't add up. On the same block they said Black Lives Matter. Police is the cancers, here we need answers. No need for handcuffs, shot him with his hands up. I'm just a smooth shepherd in this food desert. Teaching all the Jews you learn in school, never. That's why it's more RuPaul's than Umar's. Don't ever let the devils try to fool y'all. The government's behind human trafficking. Little girls snatching the van and never seen again. Crazy.
World's gone crazy.
Out in Vegas.
World's gone crazy.
the Unbiased Podcast. I ain't going for them drones, but all the other stuff, like far as Roswell and all of the grays and all of the, you know what I mean? I believe in all of that, you know, what's that joint? Man, the other, you know, the other constellations, you know. I believe in that. I believe in like where the grays came from and stuff like that, but these drones, I ain't jacking the drones.
Right. Anything, you know, that's something that they can put up there and make it look like it's something other than what it is. I think it's still a lot of misinformation out there. They definitely, you know, they see what's going on, and but they, like I said, they don't want the people to know exactly what's going on, and they don't want the people to even fear, or whatever the case may be. But I think it's necessary for them. I mean, that's with everything. That's not just that, but you know, this is just one example that they're gonna keep the information as far as they can, but it's gonna be individuals like us that may see beyond that veil. That's even gonna research and get the downloads down from the universe or whatever, but we'll be able to see it, you know, and it's real. You know, they say truth is stranger than fiction. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on out there, you know, and even some of that, like I say, even within ourselves, there's a lot going on in ourselves, and I think we are coming into our powers in this sense, and we'll be able to see certain things that we probably didn't see, and know certain things and not know necessarily how we know them, you know. But it's a lot of things going on that change into the next generation. You know, that the world is changing and cleansing itself. You know, just like the body, how we got to detox, the planet do the same thing, the microcosm, macrocosm situation. Even how you talked about the rain and all of that, that's just the water cleansing itself. You know, it'll condense up into the clouds, the lightning purifies it, and then it rains back down to the earth pure. You know, and it's just a constant recycling. You know, and same thing with life, same thing with energy, same thing we gotta do.
Word. Yeah, it's dope how the earth do that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Growing up, I was thinking like, it was like, you know how they be having, like, cause like growing, you know, we saw Voltron, we saw Defenders of the Universe, you know, we saw the beginning of the Transformers. They would talk about how they coming from far and lost places and stuff. You know, we watched the Silverhawks. Like, these places like really showed us about outer space, you know, as kids, children. Even Thundercats, you know what I mean, was on a whole nother planet, you know, it was called Panthera or something like that. So it was like, just seeing those kind of stuff, it was really putting us as a generation, you know, the 80s babies and the 70s babies, it was giving us a sense of what the knowledge that they stole from us, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It tapped us back into it, you know what I mean?
Stolen legacies, man.
Yeah. And then when they seen that we was starting to get like empowered from it, they was like, hold up, yo, these motherfuckers, hold up. Take this shit up out there. You know what I mean? Like, yo, when you watch, it's a difference between Power Rangers and Voltron. You know what I mean? Like, when you watch Power Rangers, you ain't getting no substance from it. You know what I mean? But when you watch Voltron, you get it. Like, they coming from far and lost planets and stuff. You know, it's people trying to conquer other universes and all of that.
Because they study, man. Like, a lot of times, they don't just be putting this stuff together. It's connected to something, man. Like, even on one level, even, you know, the X-Men, you know, they say, you know, he was inspired where, you know, Professor X was, like, modeled after Martin Luther King. And Magneto was modeled after Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that display out on, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we even connected. We be drawn to it because it be stuff from our own, you know, culture, history, and ancient sciences and stuff, man.
It'd be hidden jewels that we could get back, like we could take back. And it's like, who gave us that information? You know what I'm saying? And then along with some of that information, then we had Black Moon and them giving us information. We had RZA and them giving us information.
Hip-hop,
because once they took the information that we was feeding off of, then they just gave us Martin and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Martin, I ain't gonna front, Martin was dope, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate Martin. Shout out to Martin. But at the end of the day, like we really needed the Wu. Like we really needed Wu-Tang. Like we really needed Gangstar. Because once they took Transformers off the air and they took Voltron off the air, like they gave us a perspective on outer space. You know what I mean?
Right. And that was the rawest form. Yeah, hip hop, man. It goes straight, like I said, speaking our language right to us, and it's not hitting in the codes that, like I said, we got to decipher something on TV. It's speaking directly to us. And feeding and nurturing, man. You know. So that's why they even had to try to come into that and water that down. For the same reason, because that could have activated something. You know what I'm saying? You listen to that early on, and it's the message is coming with a rhythm. We rhythmic people. You know, that align with the chakras and everything, man. So. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why it's important for us to, you know what I mean, really pay attention to the ancient history, and then also, like, we got people like you that still enlighten the minds, you know what I mean, getting the people educated, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So what about with the necklace that you got on and the bracelet that you got on? Educate us about that.
Yes, sir. The body is the real temple, right? You know, we normally give praises to everything outside of South, whether it's Bible, Quran, church, mosque, but this is the true temple of God right here. They talk about the kingdom of God, you know, the kingdom is within you. So I say that to say that these are things that, the body and the spirit, is energy, right? And the copper is the conductor of that energy, right? And it can treat the body a certain way, right? And align you with certain things, but adding the crystals, certain things, just like like if we talked about the microcosm, macrocosm, even though these is things that's going on the outside, these resonate with things that's on the inside, and each one has a property to it that affects you a certain way, whether in the physical, literally, or spiritually, emotionally and things of that nature, where some of it blocks off radiation. Right, some of it blocks off negative energy. The pyrite is something that's supposed to attract, your thoughts unto yourself. Normally dealing with money, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, success. Carrying your visions out in the process.
So how much of that do you guys have on in order to process your mind that you're talking about?
I think
or like the one that you said that fights radiation. Do you guys have just that much will fight radiation, or do you guys have your whole suit on?
I mean, it depends, right? Because all of this is this is on until really is what's going on the inside of the head, right? This is just a supplementation, But I would say it really depends. Like sometimes depending on what you're trying to block, so you could just put something right on your phone, a little something on your phone, and that could be just a little orb. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. This is different. I deal with Reiki, right? I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
What's Reiki?
Reiki is it stands for Universal Life Energy, right?
Okay.
But what it does is we mentioned chakras before, and each chakra or each how can I say, sometimes you have a blockage of energy on the inside of your body, right? You might not know it, but until it turns into a physical reality, whether it's a cancer or something in your body, but this starts in the spiritual realm inside of your body, what we call chakras, and it affects each part of your body. And what Reiki does is that heals these spiritual centers within your body, using the universal force that's in everything, and that's what the word Reiki actually means. That like energy that's around everything that we don't see. That's why I say that we see actually everything that we don't see. We all have aura. You always talk about the energy. I don't like that person's energy, or whatever the case may be. All of that comes from a place from within, and to keep it, long story longer, it's about affecting those things, and it can affect you in a real way, be it emotion, be it, sometimes some of us are unrest, can't go to sleep. Some of us have some emotional blockages that we need to unleash, and sometimes people cry when they get these treatments. So they're unleashing it, but that's the thing. The energy knows where it needs to go. The practitioner isn't directing it, nor is the person that's being treated. It goes exactly where it's needed, and it affects everybody differently.
Word. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So Yo, so you got any you got a plug on the crystals, or you doing crystal merch?
It's actually a brother. It's a brother out here. On Instagram, I give him a plug. I Creation 16. It's a sister Copper Mama Healing. It's a couple of people out there that that I like to support all my peoples and get these pieces, man. And normally when I do an event or something, I try to get a new piece or something like that. Or if I'm working on a new part of healing and working on myself, maybe I'll get a crystal that's in alignment with what I'm working on the inner part,
Right.
But I would say support them, man. They got some fire out there, and if you're on Instagram, you're gonna see it everywhere. Right now, a lot of people is doing it, so connect with the person that you feel aligned with, and that's that right there.
Word up.
Yep.
So we're gonna come back in 5 seconds and check this thing out.
Every rhyme wrote is philosophic. A hybrid of supreme wisdom and nigga logic. Watch it, sit and visualize the process. Developed on the blocks of trick knowledge and trigonomics. Went from picking cotton to nigga knocking, the rockin' the illest fabrics, kicking forbidden knowledge. Like the scrolls from the Gnostics written in Coptic. On identifying objects over the projects. But I know who guides it, what's inside it. Too much for your mind to digest. Pick another topic. Why these niggas always online bitchin' gossip? How we took the golden era and crystallized it. Stop it. Theologians say he the chosen. I was born with this gift, it's in my hemoglobin. Alchemy, what I speak is golden. Surrounding faculty like Hannibal when he beat the Romans. The sickest. They call me my witness. The realest. They call me my witness. The illest. They call me my witness. It's metaphysics and comedic scriptures. It's what you get mixing DMT and psychedelic pictures. Healing crystals and hell intentions. Walk through hellfire here on earth, drinking heaven's elixir. I plan to end the devil's agenda. Get my peoples out the trap and give a chance to heavy offenders. Turning niggas into self-saviors. The return to apocalypse now, strictly for my niggas. Telekinetic, ready to set it. With the soldiers on the front line, very respected. Resurrected from the wreckage with the stress and the death is. With a message, I came with the message. Well connected with the conscientious. You know the consequences. When the law here is non-existent, you end up with a longer sentence. And on the outside, moms just died from a heart condition. I praise Allah before I start my mission. War with heartless systems, martyring lynchings from the heartless henchmen. Mortals who never saw the senses. In them poor souls, open portals to dark dimensions. They not listening, hypnotized by the damn gimmicks. Tables turned, they made God in man's image. Reveal their hands before my plans finish. Watch my shit go viral during the pandemic. The sickest. They call me my witness. The realest. They call me my witness. The illest. They call me my witness.
Yo, with my man.
AMADAYE the Apostle. Let's get it, man.
Word up, AMADAYE the Apostle.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, what's up with the Mona Lisa project, bro? What's the importance? No, I want to know what's the importance of the Mona Lisa project. Like,
You know, it's multiple, I guess, reasons to say that it's important, right? You know, I say first and foremost, you know, the Mona Lisa, like we created a Mona Lisa for hip hop, right? For the streets, for our culture. You know what I'm saying? They normally taking stuff from us and making it their own, right? I snatched the Mona Lisa and made it ours. You know, and the importance behind that, you know, I turned my wife, you know, my wife passed away 4 years ago, and I turned her into the Mona Lisa, hip hop Mona Lisa. You know, so that's Genesis Days right there. You know, she was a phenomenal artist, and you know, for the most part, you know, I'm still continuing on the legacy for us, right? And speaking on legacy, I turned that picture into an NFT. You know, that's something that can be placed on the stock market, and also something that can create legacy and generational wealth for my babies. You know what I'm saying? But also something that the fans can buy into and invest in, and as the project grows, they also can get money back. So that's like, you know, how is it for the support to support you? You know, the artists that you support create a project that can put money in your pocket and help you build your legacy as well.
word.
You know, and that taps into the mission of the Urban Hills, like I said, health, wealth, knowledge itself. So we're teaching each other how to create some generational wealth from your creativity. You know, you can do the same with books. You could do this. This is just the next generation of how we can create money for our families and our loved ones.
No doubt. That's dope, man. The NFT whole thing, man. That's awesome. You know what I mean? That's taking it to a whole nother level right there, because that's for the future.
Right.
The future.
In the background, this guy in the background, I asked a question. What does NFT stand for again? Non-fundable?
Non-fundable. Non-fundable. I forget what the T stand for, right? But for the most part, it's digital art.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a creative side to it, and it's an investment side to it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I can't necessarily, but it's an asset, and it's connected to cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
a lot of different things. The Solana platform, the Ethereum, I think is a bigger platform for it, and things of that nature. So, you know, but you know, it's another side to connect the artistry side to the investing side. You know, and that's for the most part, you know, the field I'm trying to step into, and I'm still learning the process.
Yeah.
You know, it's all a new thing, but you know, it's something that's set up for the future, and that's kind of what I deal with. You know, I'm into investing anyway, dealing with the crypto, dealing with the stocks and things of that nature. So why not transfer it into the art?
No doubt. Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody, you know what I'm saying, that you feel like needed?
Nah, I want to shout out. I mean, you know, I'm gonna try to shout out most of my team, man, and people that I see doing it in the culture, man. I'll shout out, you know, Fantastic Beats, you know, my man holding it down. Not only in the production, but you know, Fantastic Media. He did the video, the sickness video, that y'all played last week, I believe. Mm-hmm. You know, but he was the brains behind that, man. Him put that together, you know. I say Imani Beats, I say Cariz, you know, I say everybody that, Mark Math, you know, everybody that contributed to the album, you know, like I said, it's a milestone for me. So everybody, the RegE.ruckuS, you know, everybody that kind of contributed to what's going on, you know, a pivotal moment right now. Everybody that's going, you know, part of this show right here, February 2nd, the Day of Reckoning, Sister D and everybody that helped me put this thing together.
Word.
You know, the brother Planet Asia, you know, like I said, I think it's a wonderful time right now, you know, and it's just, you know, I'm trying to put on not only for myself, but for the culture as well.
No doubt.
You know, so I want to salute to everybody that's also doing that, that's participating in any way to their capacity. You know, brothers like you putting out the information in podcasts, some brothers working on the music side, you know, it's all connected the way I see it.
Word up. No doubt. Well, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Word.
Salute.
Is there a particular video that you would like us to present to the fans so they can see exactly where you coming from?
I would say the legacy video, you know, that kind of, you know, put everything in context, you know, everything that it's doing, you know, that right there is me speaking to my children, you know, being that I said I lost my wife, you know, going through that process, just kind of teaching them, but also the importance of legacy, you know. I say this is for the children in my family I'll never see.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But they can look back and say, man, it's because of this man did something that we able to do what we doing right now.
No doubt.
You know, like I said, that picture on the fireplace, you know what I'm saying? They like, who is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they can go through the family archives and speak about what I did and get started, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what that's all about.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know, so I would say that the legacy, I think, is, you know, that kind of, you know, summarizes, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That mission and that vision.
Word.
You know? Yeah, absolutely, man.
So yeah, check out the legacy, man. That's the next joint, you know what I mean? And also check us out, subscribe, like, and check out the other joints, the old joints, and be on the lookout for the new joints.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And big up to everybody who down with this whole movement. You dig? Ego Free, the Unbiased Podcast.
Peace.
Billionaire, nigga. Yeah. Word up. Bonafide G. Wherever the fuck I go. Fuck you talking about, shorty? Hey, baby. Have you been with a motherfucking G lately? Hey, baby. Have you been with a motherfucking G lately? I just wanna know, have you been with a G? You might not have been with one till you is rolling with me. Yeah, shorty rock, I might pick you up around 4. Yeah, shorty rock, we got Porsches galore. Hold up, shorty rock, you know I don't snore. Yeah, shorty rock, you know I said I don't snore. Might have to motherfucking drop you back off. Oh, shorty rock, you said nah, you don't do that. Of course, so we can motherfucking roll. Yeah, matter of fact, shorty rock, twist the dro. Matter of fact, let the motherfucking cognac flow in the motherfucking cup right there, yo. And pop that little bottle with Clico in the back seat in the cooler there, yo. So we can get it crunk. Yeah, shorty rock, we got whatever you want. Oh, she said, yeah, cause she sit in the back. I'm like, hell yeah, shorty rock, we doing it like that. You ain't even gotta sit in the front. You could be back here with me rolling blunts. While main man up there drive the Porsche. Yeah, shorty rock, we doing that for real, y'all. You thought it was a game? Hell no, girl, Cruzito's the name. If you ain't never know, now you do. You're rolling with the motherfucking convoy crew. It never been a motherfucking bluff when you rolling with us. We got big boy stuff. Calls BBS. See us when we come through the party, shit's the best. Yeah, best dressed. Matter of fact, shorty rock, yeah, I confess. It was the nigga like me that was in the club that sent you and your homegirls them 3 bottles above.